Well, Michael Quander has been on top of this story since it happened and joins us live from Southeast. And Michael, you spoke with Makiyah's parents. We want to know how they're doing 2 years later.
Well, Reese, I gotta tell you, there's no better way to say it, but these last 2 years have been a living hell for them. Makiyah would have been 12 years old and should have been going to school right here at DC Scholars in Southeast DC. But I gotta tell you, that did not happen because her life was snatched away and this little girl was not given the chance to live.
That's my butterfly.
They remember her through nature.
Makiyah was my everything.
And they feel her love through the sun.
She means light and love.
I can show the world what you used to look like.
My name is Makiyah Wilson, and I'm Makiyah's mom.
My name is Makiyah Wilson, and I'm Makiyah's dad. While this sun shining on us, I can still feel her spirit, man. I miss her right now.
These parents lost their daughter 2 years ago on July 16th in Northeast DC.
I just miss her.
10-year-old Makiyah Wilson was sitting in front of this door with her sister in Clay Terrace when a group of masked men were caught on video pulling up in this car, jumping out, and firing a barrage of bullets into a crowded courtyard.
70 rounds with kids outside broad daylight. You didn't care.
Several people, including Makiyah and her sister, were shot, but Makiyah was the only victim who didn't survive. An autopsy report revealed the 10-year-old, who so many loved, was shot through her back and into her heart.
That seeing her from that first moment of when it happened and knowing as me as a mom could not do anything for my child, I remember that like it was nothing. Like that's the biggest thing of that day.
Me feeling my daughter cold in the stretcher, that sticks with me to this day. I can't, because my daughter is just so warm and loving. Me seeing her cold, lifeless, man, I'd rather that have been me, man.
11 people were charged in connection to Makiyah's murder. The first big trial was scheduled for next month, but is now delayed because of the coronavirus pandemic. Still, the Wilson family has been busy in the last 2 years, building a group called Makiyah Scouts to help young girls, running a foundation in their daughter's name, and working to help stop violence in their communities.
I try my best daily, but I want to do this movement together. Because if we all do this together, it will make a statement.
Now, whatever you all are doing right now, I want you all to pause and take a look at your screens right now. This is the guy police are still looking for. Isaiah Murchison is one of the 11 people indicted in this case, but he has been on the run for the last 2 years. If you know anything about where he is, call DC Police right away. There is a reward for information that leads to his capture. Now, Makiyah's family is hosting a day of remembrance to honor her life later on today. It's going to be right here at 3 in the afternoon at DC Scholars Public Charter School, where Makiyah would have been going to school. Reese?
All right, thank you, Michael, for staying on top of this story for the past 2 years. One thing we can say is her death was not in vain. I'm glad we're still remembering her now 2 years later.